Got quite a bit of damage here from this overflowing on the street. Now, is it a clog, or I think that might just be a big clog, is it? Oh yeah, it is. Let me get my equipment and we can drain all this junk. Of course it overtopped the road. There's a big clog right there. And that's been clogged a long time by the look of it. Coming over here just to make sure that there's only one culvert, because it seems like a pretty big riverbed. Yep, there's only one culvert in there. It's a 24-inch one. That's good information to know, so I know how far to dig over here. Alright, this is going to drain fast. There's not a lot of water here for that size pipe. That's a big improvement. You can see the water's dropping a lot. We got it open fully. You saw I was trying to get rid of that rock, but it's actually not in the way now that I can clearly see where the pipe is. We've already dropped around the edge at least 6 inches. My hands were only in the water 3 minutes. But they're freezing. This water is freezing. Today the temperature is only 41. That will soon be reduced to just a little trickle. So that was the blockage. That's a really old blockage. It's been being neglected for many years, but there are no holes in the corrugated culvert. So that thing could live on another 20 years. You don't know. And something else I just looked at to make sure. See all the water's going in there at a steep angle? In some cases that could be bad because it could dig. But it's actually falling onto the metal there. And there's a whole bunch of rocks on the bottom. So that's not going to cause any future issue. But this one, occasionally, I'm going to give it a little check. I can tell you, when the workers come out here to do that, they'd probably come in here with their backhoe and probably destroy it. I've seen so many culverts on these roads, the whole end is crushed and mangled because they'd rather get in here with a backhoe than do 2 or 3 minutes of physical labor. But as you can see, we cleared a lot. See the water line going down. And that's probably about as far as it's going to drop, because I think we're matching the speed it's coming in. And this tree here, these are just really weak pine trees. They just fall over. Here, let's get that off to the side. But during a winter thaw, this culvert still may not be enough. Because what I'm seeing up there as far as erosion is about, it may fit. But this is a pretty small culvert, and I see a lot of debris upstream. It's going to get plugged again fast. Here's a better look. Got that open pretty well. And there's a lot of roots in there too. See, like, got the tree root going through there. You have to get some loppers to get the rest of that out. That just shows that clog is like a decade in the making. All right, back up to the street. A lot of times, these are actually spray painted by private people. Maybe someone that lives on the road, not necessarily the loggers. Because the roads in this area, there are actually houses on. Definitely increased the flow. You can see here, the amount of water flowing here was probably a couple inches at its max. It's not as deep as that, because you got to think it's eroding as it's flowing. It was never as big as the channel. All right, that was interesting. Yeah, maybe it was the loggers, because it's flagged up here too. Well, when they come here, they'll be surprised. That culvert does not need replacing whatsoever. That thing has a long life ahead of it. Doesn't need to be replaced anytime soon. It just needs a little grader work on the surface.